at the beat. That's all that you
Divas, we're gonna review this hair that I got on right now. And I know it looks familiar, but it's not. What? Okay, so this is from Divas Wigs. And you guys know, I think this is my second review for them. I had reviewed like a loose wave and I kind of wore it just kind of very natural. The last wig that I had from them, and that was a while ago. So they sent me this wig, and this wig looks very familiar to some other wigs that I have, but I'll give you, of course, the pros and the cons of the things that I do and I don't like about this wig, and the specs as well. All right, the code to this wig is BHC 1078. It's a 26-inch and the color is number 1. So this is not a 1B, this is black. This is very similar to another wig that I've been wearing, and I wore that wig in my first part of my Love and Hip Hop review. But it's clearly not the same company. When I received it, it came with this instructional for daily use guide, so that you guys who don't know what you're doing, you can get a little help. And it also came with this brush / comb that I could use for the hair, which is really nice. I must say, I don't use brushes like this on wigs because they don't seem to kind of get what I want, but these are good for when you have flyaways. These are good, a little spritz, and it'll be great. So that was nice that they sent this with it as well. Now, the pros and the cons about this particular wig. It took a nice amount of adjusting to get the wig to where it is right now, which I really don't like, because trying to part it was a hassle, and I don't really like that, because it's not necessarily the hair, it's how the hair is put into the wig. So whoever their manufacturer are, the way that the hairs are being placed into the wig are causing the hairs to not want to lay down when I'm trying to do it. This could have been much flatter than what it is right now, but honestly, my other one is super duper flat. I wanted a little bit of body still left in this after I did it. I'll pull all the hair to the front so that you can see how thick it is, because the thinness is kind of crazy. So this is how I usually know when a wig is thin, because if my ear wants to be shown like this, then that means that the hair is not as full. And I wear when I have long black hair, it's always the same. I always make sure I part it on the side of the cap, and then I'll see. None of my other wigs do this, but this one is, yeah, it's thin. It doesn't look crazy thin, but if I throw it or something like that, it's thin. It says it's 100%. It's 100% density. So you might want to go up to like a 120, a 130, 150 is kind of pushing it, because then that means the parting starts to get real thick. But yeah, I don't really like that. That's the only thing that I really don't like. You guys know I have this thing about the fullness of wigs, and because wigs cost a nice pretty penny, you want to be able to get the most hair you can for it, because I only have this issue with a couple of companies. Every company isn't like this. Most companies will send me a wig and it has like my red wig, it's the perfect density, and I think maybe Divas Wigs and maybe some other companies might want to up their density just a little bit, because it would allow the customer to get a little more bang for the amount of money that they're paying. But besides that, it has an adjustable strap in the back, and there are 2 combs on each side of the cap. It's full lace. There is no silk top. It's just regular lace, and it flattened great. The texture though, it feels a little yak, like it would be like if lightest Yaki. I think that's what I would call it, because it doesn't feel silky. It feels like my other Yaki wigs feel, and then you can kind of see it a little bit. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like it got that little Yaki ridge in it. But it's, when you flat iron it, it's a really easy. The one good thing about thin wigs is that it does not take no time to flat iron them to kind of get to where you want your wig to look like. So that's the good thing about it. But the only downside about it is that this is not really enough hair to do much of anything with. besides where it's straight. Like if I put curls in this, no, I would have 4-bit curls. And it's not just this company, it's a lot of other companies that should really consider putting more hair or making their prices a little cheaper, because you know, to pay $300-400 for a wig and the wig is just this thin is not okay. Now I have globs of hair, so to solve this problem I just take a half of a weft and put it in the wig, and then everything's fine. But as far as like, you know, laying it, it took a little bit of elbow grease to get the part in, because you know, it didn't really want to do what. And I'm not gonna lie, some lace wigs are a little bit easier than others to part, but most silk top wigs, which I'm so used to wearing, they part like a charm. So yeah, it could just be the fact that I haven't really dealt with a lace wig like this for a while. They usually have just been like silk tops with lace in the back, so I had to part that. But I don't know, but it just gave me a little bit of a problem, and you know, okay. So yeah, anyway, if you guys like this wig, let me know. I will be coming back doing an update on this particular wig, and just let me know how you like it. You know, it's not really nothing crazy different from what I've done before. I've done a side part with black hair before. It's not, you know, new, but let me go. And also, let me ask you guys, because maybe it's just me. At the bottom, let me know if you prefer a thinner wig that you can put tracks in, or would you like a thick wig that you can kind of thin out, like, you know, or how do you guys like y'all wigs? Do y'all like them thin? Do you like them thin? Do you like them medium? Like, do you think this is thin, or do you think this is full? Like, you let me know y'all standpoint, because I can only go by what I like. So let me know what you guys like below, and I will talk to you guys later.